The so-called psychotic thoughts from Fresno's racist killing spree suspect, KORI Muhammad, are actually just well-accepted beliefs within his religion. Action News anchor Corin Haggard joins us now from the newsroom with a disturbing reason an expert says the suspect may have stopped after killing 4 people. Corin?
Liz, the defendant embraced a religious mixture of voodoo and the Nation of Islam, which includes in its theology some of the exact elements 2 psychiatrists used to determine he was delusional and psychotic. Carl Williams died first, gunned down while working security at Motel 6. 6 days later, Zach Randalls was shot in his PG&E truck, then Mark Gassett and David Jackson in a downtown Fresno shooting spree lasting just a few minutes. 4 men killed, 1 suspect arrested and charged with a horrible hate crime. But by the tenets of his Nation of Islam faith, he's not a villain. He's a hero because of the number 4.
Each Muslim is required to bring 4 devils, and by bringing and presenting 4 at one time, his reward is a button to wear on the lapel of his coat. Also, a free transportation to the Holy City.
Department of Corrections investigator Brian Bishop says the defendant's belief system may sound like conspiracy theories, but it's openly discussed and accepted in the Nation of Islam. He says many members believe they're 67 trillion years old, and a mothership or mother wheel will eventually come to Earth to exact revenge on white devils or skunks.
They also believe that they can control or manipulate weather patterns, things of that nature.
2 psychiatrists who found the defendant incompetent to stand trial cited these very beliefs as paranoid delusions and part of the basis for believing he suffered from a psychotic disorder, either schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder.
Not all of what appear to be delusions in Mr. Muhammad, and a delusion is a fixed and false belief, are symptoms of his schizophrenia. Many of them are considered legitimate elements of the theology of the Nation of Islam.
That last opinion comes from a psychologist who's also analyzed several high-profile criminals, including John Hinckley Jr., who shot President Ronald Reagan. Coming up on Action News at 6:30, his thoughts on how the defendant may have tricked psychiatrists into believing he was incompetent. From the newsroom, Corin Haggard, ABC 30, Action News.